Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is India and I want to take just a few minutes to sit down really quick and answer a couple of questions that I received. Okay guys, so before I get into this, let me go ahead and give my little disclaimer. I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a dietitian. When people ask me questions, it is for me to share my honest opinion and to share my experience with weight loss. I am someone who has lost nearly 130 pounds and I have been successful with losing and maintaining my weight. With the questions that are directed towards me, I am answering from my experience. I do not intend on anyone trying to mirror what I do. I do not intend on this being like some kind of fitness guru, health guru type stuff. I'm just, again, sharing my experience with my personal journey to weight loss. Okay, girl, now that we done got that out of the way, someone asked me specifically when I started my weight loss journey. I started my journey over 4 years ago. So she asked me, when I started my journey, did I track my protein? Did I count my protein? And did I have like goals towards my protein? To give you a really short answer, no, I did not track my protein. No, I still do not track my protein. And that's the short answer. Okay, so when I started my journey, I strictly only counted calories. I wasn't on a specific diet. I wasn't focused on any of the macronutrients. If you're not familiar, the macronutrients are your fats, your proteins, your carbs. Honestly, I didn't track any of that. When I started my journey, I didn't have like the apps that we use, the fitness apps or the calorie counting apps, any of that. I literally wrote things down in my book. If it's something that didn't have a label and I didn't know the calories on it, I would just Google it. I would write it down, and that's basically how I kick-started my weight loss journey. Now, I say that, but macronutrients, is very important, especially protein. There are some diets out there that kind of restrict you from eating too much protein, but for the most part, everyone can agree that protein is very essential to your diet. It is very important, especially if you want to be successful on your lifelong journey. Okay, now I'm not going to get into like all the benefits of protein, that sort of thing. You can always find someone else on YouTube who is, a dietitian or who specifically studies, these things. But I love protein, and I'm gonna kind of get into like some of the things that you can benefit from eating protein before I really get into what I have to say. All right, number one, protein. I don't want to say suppresses your appetite, but it's good on your appetite and it keeps you from being hungry because it takes you more to digest it, so it stays in your system for a longer period of time versus the other macros. Protein helps keep you full, and protein has a high thermic effect. What does that mean? Foods with a high thermic effect pretty much takes more for your body to digest. So your body is using more energy to digest these foods. So 200 calories of protein versus 200 calories of carbohydrates, your body is going to break down those foods differently. Okay, so let me say this real quick, and hopefully I will not get blocked. But if anyone ever comes to me asking me for advice on how to kickstart a weight loss journey or how to start losing weight, I probably would rarely tell them to count their protein, right? We all know this at this point, that in order for you to achieve weight loss, you must be in a calorie deficit. So regardless of how that calorie deficit looks or what diet you are following, as long as you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose the weight. Now, if you are someone who is morbidly obese, if you're someone and you're 100 pounds overweight or more, when starting off your weight loss journey, going too much in, doing too much at first can be very detrimental, because you can't go from having a very, very, very crappy diet, crappy lifestyle, being sedentary, to now all of a sudden wanting to be like this fitness guru and someone who tracks their protein to a T, someone who tracks their calories to a T, someone who's just perfect with nutrition. You don't go from this to that, because that's not sustainable. I always tell people to take baby steps. So the closer you get to your fitness goals, the closer you get to your goal weight, then you can be a little bit more disciplined, be a little bit more focused on your macros. You can track your carbs, your fats, your proteins, your calories. You can do that. But if you're just starting out your weight loss journey, honestly, I just don't think that's necessary. Now, again, protein is very important, especially if you're someone who wants to stay full after a meal or whatever. You can easily Google high protein foods, chicken breasts, eggs. You can Google a list of high protein foods and start incorporating them more into your diet without having to count the protein, right? If your goal is to add more protein to your diet, you can just start Googling some of these high protein foods and just add it to your diet. Maybe get rid of the cookie you was eating for breakfast and start incorporating something that's a little bit more rich in protein. And so again, when I started off my journey, I did not count protein. I did not measure protein. I did not weigh protein. I was barely even knowledgeable about all the benefits that came along with consuming protein. I lost my weight. I continued to lose my weight. I kept my weight off because I took baby steps in changing my life. If I was someone and having soft drinks was a problem for me and I was drinking 5 cans a day, instead of saying no soft drinks whatsoever, I would just reduce that number until I was comfortable enough to take it out of my diet. So I went from drinking 5 cans a day to drinking 3 cans a day. And then once I got used to drinking a lower amount of the soft drinks, then I said, you know what, let's reduce that some more. Let me only drink 2 cans a day. Once I did that, got comfortable with it, it came all the way down to 1 can a day. And then from there, maybe 1 can every 2 days. So just take those small steps, going from 5 cans to 0 cans and never having a soft drink for the rest of your life. Again, all I'm saying is that's something that's not sustainable for a lot of people. It is not realistic. And this is why a lot of people will lose weight in the beginning and then end up gaining their weight back, because they're just exhausted. That is overwhelming. If you're not used to doing something and you just throw it all in there and do it all, more than likely you're not going to keep up with that. Quick, guys, another question and then I will let you out of here. Someone asked me what are my go-tos for like treats, desserts, that sort of thing, because I do have a sweet tooth. I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to lie to you. And so some of my go-tos, and I just wanted to share this. Of course, when someone asks me a question, I answer it, but I just wanted to share this with you guys as well. Some of my go-to desserts. Don't judge me. I'm not perfect. Okay, guys. This right here, these Rice Krispie treats, I love these. As you see, I buy them in bulk. Between me and my 10-year-old, we go through these a lot. These are just 90 calories per bar. So just 90 calories per bar. That's going to be less than your typical protein bar. That's going to be less than a granola bar. And so I just like that as an addition to my one meal or whatever it is I'm eating for today. And again, I'm not looking at the macros on this. I just want something sweet at the end of the day. So sometimes I will go to some of these bars. Now another one, these Fiber One brownies, 70 calories for one brownie. I love these. This is just one of my go-tos. If I have a meal, and you know how sometimes you just want something after your meal or you want to snack, that is what I do. This keeps me from eating candy or something that's a little bit more high in sugar or just flat out binge eating. So it helps me a lot, guys. Thank you. I've been thinking about doing like a little mini Q&A series to where I'm just answering questions and just talking to you guys. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. Thank you guys for watching this video. Good luck on your journeys, and I will see you in the next one.